Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Breaking news, guys. Mr. Ifedayo Olarinde, also known as Daddy Freeze, has landed himself into problem. It was said that his current wife, Benedicta, was still married to her previous husband before she met Daddy Freeze. Though she separated with her husband, but they were not divorced. And even Daddy Freeze knew about this, but he still went ahead and married the woman, only for the man to sue him for adultery and demanded for 5 million naira. My people, una say wahala be like waiting. Hey, hey, hey. And in the process, Daddy Freeze went to court to appeal, saying that the amount is much for him, but the court insisted that he must pay a whooping sum of 5 million naira. This woman in question actually has 3 children for the first husband, 2 girls and 1 boy. The one in the middle in this picture is her niece that she adopted after her sister died, making them 4 children. Then she gave birth to a son for Daddy Freeze, making them 5 children altogether. So she's a mother of 5, 4 biological children and 1 adopted child. The tension has become so much that Daddy Freeze could not hold it anymore. And remember that what is happening to Daddy Freeze now is exactly the scenario that happened with you, Edochie. So if May decide to sue Judy for adultery, she will definitely pay this 5 million as well. And if Mr. Obasi, that's Judy's husband, decide to sue you, he will also get this 5 million naira. That is what it means. This actually opened a lot of people's eyes. A lot of people don't know that there is penalty for adultery in the law. And that is, by the way, I'm not going to go into that. Daddy Freeze would have been able to hide what was happening. But the people that brought out the whole thing in the open was Gossip Mill TV. They released this statement about 2 days ago, mentioning what was happening with Daddy Freeze and the wife. The first person that reacted to this information was Daddy Freeze himself. And that is why I'm going to read his message that he dropped immediately. Gossip Mill TV released the information. And other Nigerians also reacted to what Daddy Freeze wrote. You can trust Nigerians on what they can do. So here now I'm going to read the whole information that the Gossip Mill TV dropped and the reactions of people. Let's read together. Gossip Mill TV. Breaking news. It don't bust. Appeal court upholds Daddy Freeze's 5 million adultery fine. Orders him to pay 5 million to the husband of the married woman he committed adultery with. The Court of Appeal in Port Harcourt has upheld the fine imposed on popular Nigerian on-air personality Ifedayo Olarinde, also known as Daddy Freeze, for committing adultery. A high court sitting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, had on February 18, 2021, ordered Daddy Freeze to pay the sum of 5 million naira for committing adultery with one Benedicta Elechi. He was ordered to pay the money to Paul Odekina, who was married to Elechi at the time the adulterous act was committed. The sum of 5 million naira is awarded against Ifedayo Olarinde, The second cross-respondent to the cross petition has damages for depriving the cross-petitioner of the amiable consort of his wife. Petitioner slash first cross-respondent, and for injuries suffered as a result of his adultery with the petitioner cross-respondent. Immediately Gossip Mill dropped this information. Daddy Freeze reacted with his message. This is utter nonsense. The Court of Appeal actually agreed with our motion that I was never served properly and said we should have gone to the lower court for clarification. Instead, we have taken the matter to the Supreme Court and all parties have been served duly too. So what are the lies and propaganda about? And immediately he dropped this: trust Nigerians. And he will be the first to criticize pastors. Pay your 5 million, okay? The next person wrote, Judy Austin's BP will be high right now. And the next person wrote, big man left tight and went for something right. Nice one. The next person wrote, gather here if you are just knowing there's fine for adultery. And the next person wrote, all the money he didn't pay for tithe is going for adultery fine. The next person wrote, Daddy Freeze ex-wife 100, Daddy Freeze 0, say no to adultery. The next person wrote, make somebody on ring light call this man, make he explain, same way he dey do people. The next person wrote, proud polygamist and Ijele Wedu. Next. The next person wrote, I rather pay tithe than paying for adultery crime. The next person tagged Yul Edochie and Judy Austin. Make una two dey warm up. You are next. Comot eye for people's spouses and I no gree. The next person wrote, finally nobody holy pass. And the next person wrote, Daddy Freeze pay tithe. No. Adultery. Yes. The next person wrote, my question, will DF set ring light to discuss his own matter tonight too? If it was another, this live caption would be, court oppose Emeka's 5 million adultery fine in PH. And the next one wrote, who go come interview Daddy Freeze? Bye, make we hear from him. The next one wrote, who go come set ring light? Ask Mr. Freeze questions now. And the next person wrote, hey, so May can sue Judy for adultery like this and she will pay a fine or go to jail. Wow, this is good though. The next commenter wrote, please, when is you paying his own? At least minimum of 20 million for starters. Be like we will transfer his case to this particular court. And the next one wrote, we dey pay tithe, you dey pay adultery fee. Imao. There are so many other messages that I will not be able to read. And not only this, there are some celebrities who we are not pleased with what Daddy Freeze did. People like Uche Madagu, who bashed him and said, so after all the criticism he gives to pastors, he took another man's wife. A lot of celebrities have come out and criticized Daddy Freeze for this step he took by taking another man's wife. So guys, that is all for today. Please drop your thoughts on the opinion box down below. Let's continue from there. And guys, please remember to subscribe, like and share this video. I will appreciate that so much. See you guys on my next video and bye for now.